This lesson is going to be on scales without units. A map of a park says it's a scale of 1 to 100. What do you think this means? So this means that for every 1 unit in the scale, there are 100 units in the actual. And now I'm saying units because in this case, there are no units listed. So when there's no units listed, the units in the scale and the actual have to be the same. So the scale could tell us about the measurements of the park is that the park or the actual park is 100 times larger than the scale. So if I measured the scale and it was 1 inch, that means that the actual would be 100 inches because it's just multiplying by 100 and the scale, the units have to remain the same. If I measure the scale and it's 1 foot, then my actual would be 100 feet. We did the Apollo lunar module measurements in class. So we're going to go to the second activity. A rectangular park lot is 120 feet long and 75 feet wide. Lynn makes a scale where 1 inch is equal to 15 feet. We'll talk about Lynn first. 1 inch is equal to 15 feet. The drawing she produced is 8 inches by 5 inches. So let's see how we can determine that. So if we have 120 feet, that's going to go on the right side under my feet. I have to determine what number times 15 gives me 120. Determine that I can go backwards. So 120 divided by 15 is 8. So I multiply this side by 8, multiply this side by 8. So it is 8 inches. Now for the other dimension, we're still using 1 inch is equal to 15 feet, but now it's 75 feet. So to determine what I'm multiplying by, I can go backwards. 75 divided by 15 is 5. So I multiply both sides by 5, and I get 5 inches. So that's how Lynn's drawing is 8 inches by 5 inches. But Diego's drawing is a little bit different. Diego uses a scale of 1 to 180. So in this case, there are no units listed. So that means everything's going to have to be in inches because the scale drawing is 8 inches by 5 inches. So 120 feet, if I multiply that by 12, that's going to give me 1,440 inches. 75 feet times 12 is going to give me 900 inches. Now I'm going to use a scale just to make sure it is 8 by 5. So if we use the scale of 1 to 180, the 1 is the actual, 180, the 1 is the scale, and the 180, that's my actual. So first we're going to do the 1,440. So to determine what I'm multiplying by, I can go backwards. 1,440 divided by 180 is 8. So I'm multiplying by 8, so I would get 8 inches. Now using the same scale, 1 to 180, we're going to determine what 900 would be. To determine what I'm multiplying by, I work backwards. 900 divided by 180 is 5. So this would be 5 inches. So it's still 8 inches by 5 inches. We're going to make another scale drawing of the same parking lot using a scale of 1 inch. So now we're using 1 inch is equal to 20 feet. So I'm going to use my 120 feet. It's going to go on the right side. To determine what I'm multiplying by, I can work backwards. 120 divided by 20 is 6. So I'm multiplying both sides by 6. So I would have 6 inches. Now using the same scale, 1 inch is 20 feet. Now it's 75 feet. To determine what I'm multiplying by, I work backwards again. 75 divided by 20 is 3.75. So I multiply 1 by 3.75 and have 3.75 inches. So my scale drawing would be 6 inches by 3.75 inches. Express the scale of 1 inch to 20 feet without units. So without units means that I have to get my units to be the same. So I'm going to keep the 1 inch is equal to 20 feet. Now I'm going to convert the 20 feet into inches by multiplying by 12. So 20 times 12 is 240. So that means 1 inch is equal to 240 inches. So I can write it without inches. 1 equals 240.